Good evening, everyone. My name is Someshwar. I welcome all of you on behalf of Art of Living Organization to Yog Vaashishtha evening session. नमस्ते, मैं सोमेश्वर आप सभी का आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग संस्था की तरफ से योग वाशिष्ठ के सायंकाल के सत्र में स्वागत करता हूँ। रोज की तरह आज के सत्र की शुरुआत हम लोग 3 बार ओमकार का उच्चारण करके करेंगे। We'll begin our session by chanting Om 3 times. Today we are on 128th session. आज हम लोग 128वें सत्र पे यहाँ पे पहुंच चुके हैं। And today we will be looking at 101st, that is 101th chapter. And today's topic is that what is the importance of Yog Vaashishtha in the sadhana, seva, satsang, all the daily routine that we do. What is the importance of Yog Vaashishtha in doing those practice, adopting those techniques so that our cleansing can happen and we can progress in our life. What is the importance? How does Yoga Vaashishtha can help over there? That is what today's topic is. So let's all close our eyes. आंखें बंद कर ले, आराम से बैठ जाएं. Your spine erect, shoulders relaxed, neck straight. Let's take a deep breath in and let go. Take a deep breath in and exhale completely. Let's take a deep breath in for Omkar chanting. गुरु का आवाहन कर ले। आवाहनम पुनः सच्चिदानंद रूपोऽहम् शिवोऽहम् गुरु वंदना कर ले। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर् साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः Let us pray to the Master, whatever the words that come out of his mouth, whatever the actions that are happening, whatever the thoughts hover onto this mind, whatever the power of discrimination arise in our intellect, whatever the impression that might be getting created on the memory, and if still there is an iota of that I, me, let all that be inspired by the Master alone. Feeling the presence of the Master within and outside. Slowly and gradually, you may open your eyes. Jai Gurudev, let's continue with our session. If the truth, if that source is the Master, if that source is that Chaitanya, if that source is that Atman, Paramananda, Shiva, if all the action that happens in our life, if that is what it is beyond the bondage, it is beyond anything. And if there is no bandhan, if there is no bondage, what remains is the moksha. If you already realized that, then how does your remaining life how should you do, how should you act, how should you perceive, how should you do your day-to-day routine action? That is what Vaashishtha Muni is telling to Prabhu Ramchandraji. In last few sessions we have seen that. Now we continue to explain today that, look, whatever the different techniques which you have learned, probably the yoga, pranayama, meditation, Maharshi Patanjali have mentioned about the yamas, niyamas, ashtanga yoga. Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji have taught us through happiness program, Darshan Kriya, 3-stage pranayama, Padma sadhana, different sadhanas, different yoga asanas that we do, different sadhanas that we do. While doing so, is there any contribution? Is there any way that can enhance the quality of that practice? The way Maharshi Patanjali says that, how should you do your sadhana? It says Satodirga Kalam, Nirantar, Satkar Sevita, then it will become your Drudha Bhumika. किस तरह से हमारी साधना करें? How should you do it? You should do it sato dirgha kalam, over a long period, with honor and respect, and then nirantar, without any gap. If you do such things, then it will become a dridha bhumika. Then it will firmly establish. So this is a contribution from Maharshi Patanjali towards your sadhana. How you should do your sadhana? What is the intensity of your sadhana should be, or what is the intensity by which you want to be free? It should be that somebody push you and you don't know how to swim. And if somebody push you in the water, what is the intensity of your effort to save yourself? How will you do it? With fullness of your full intensity, you will try to save yourself. If somebody just put, you hold on to your breath, and if you hold on to it for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, after that, what will be the intensity with which you would like to breathe in now? If say that, if with that intensity, if you do anything in life, then definitely it will materialize. So such things that can enhance the quality, it is having that faith in the technique, it is having faith in the master, removing the doubts on that, removing the sanshaya. So these are all various such techniques, various such viewpoints which can enhance the quality of our sadhana. See, it's the same thing that you will do. You will continue to do 3-stage pranayama, you will continue to do Vastrika pranayama, you will continue to do Sudarshan Kriya, continue to do your Padma Sadhana and all other techniques, whatever you are adopting. But the quality of it, the way you do it, what is the Drishtikon, what is the viewpoint when you do it, if all these things you associate it along with it, it will definitely enhance the quality of your sadhana. So like this, like the knowledge of Yog Vaashishtha, how it can contribute to your day-to-day routine, that sadhana is something that we look at today. So here Vaashishtha Muni continues to explain, hey Rama, you can always address hey Rama. Now, if you look at the people who are wise people, the one who has really want to attain that Atma Jnana, they will have to do prayatna. They will have to do here Purushartha. What is Purushartha? Dharma, Artha, Kam, and Moksha. This prayatna, this yatna, they have to continuously put. No? And how should be the quality of putting that? It should be that they have to really go through and then study something which is the highest in that abhyasa, that study that you have to do, something which will give you the highest in life, something which will give you that jnana sarupa, that knowledge, that wisdom which is of its highest nature. No? So that point of time, if somebody asks the question that what is it that how one should actually do, what is the one should think about it, how should one should study about it. So like that, how one should put their efforts. So if somebody asks like that, the answer will be that you have to do this nitya, continuous, aparoksha nitya prapta, that whatever this thing is there, whatever that vastu, that thing is there outside one, don't just listen at Upadesha. But instead of just living एक कान से सुना दूसरे कान से छोड़ देंगे, hear it from one ear and then you leave it behind, you don't basically don't mind it, what is the Upadesha that is doing it. You don't try to give value that, no. So if you see that thing happens, so instead of that, what you do, try to understand what is being said, go beyond the words, go beyond the logic, go beyond the see the matitartha gruyartha, what is it there in that, no. Using such things, you do remove the avidya, that avidya which is there, remove that avidya and do the upasham. And then that point of time, that whatever that siddha vastu is there, that siddha vastu, to achieve that, it is very important that sadhana is very important. Why is it is important? He says that hey saral buddhi, means he is that that nishpap rama, that innocent rama, that saral buddhi, that someone which is very straightforward, that simple and straightforward, innocent rama. Like this, if you really want to achieve this siddhis and these things achieve in your life, then I am again and again telling you this. Again and again I am telling you that, let me tell you these things in detail now. He said that if you ask me again and again this question, that how does one really go and remove the ignorance in their life, how they should do, how should they regain that mukti, moksha each and every moment, again and again. So what is it that thing one has to do? So he says that till this point of time you experience that, till that time continuous study, that sadhyaya. We have seen recently Kashivaya and many other brahmacharis, they had done a swadhyaya, almost 3 weeks, 1 month swadhyaya with Gurudev. After being with Gurudev from such a long time, to more than 25 years, yet even now also they spend time in doing the swadhyaya. It is the importance of doing such abhyasa. There is no other way. You have to really continuously keep on doing this self-study, keep on doing this swadhyaya. That is something which you have to do. And then spend your more and more time into this. Get yourself into that. That if you are taking any grantha, if you are taking anything in hand, any scripture in hand, and that point of time, if you really see, you contemplate on that, how one should study, that point of time, that if you keep that effort, then that will materialize very soon. That will. If you really say that, what is it that if I really want to adopt, if I read to the scripture, I contemplate it, what it is that really materialize soon? It will not take more time. If you really ask such question, then that point of time, I can say that these are the ichchas, these are the cravings, that shamadama, that is there, that sampanna, that sanyami shakti, that sanyama, that is there, that patience is there, that shraddhashil, that one who has a purusha, that purusha will drop all his laziness. He will all drop his all boredom. He will drop all his udveg. He will drop all these things that he will not spend time into all such things which will put him down. No, he will put an effort to remove that from your system. And then like that, what is it that will help us to achieve this? That do sangati, etc., dropping all that thing and adopting to the Guru Upadesha, the master's word. Shravanadi Seva, listening to the scriptures, listening to the wise people, etc., Adi Niyamas, or the disciplines that you have to hold on to, and that is what you will get to listen into something called as Maharamayana. What is Maharamayana is called? The Uttarramayana, the Maharamayana. It is also same thing called as Yog Vaashishtha. You really need to go through this book. How? You have to go through it every single day. You should go through it. You should contemplate on it every single day. Come what may. I will not drop this. I will not drop listening to this. I will not drop talking about it. I will not stop discussing it. So that is what is there. One has to really go and put their effort in continuously going through it every single day. So he said this Rama, if you see it from the perspective of the words, one has to really understand that these things is there once you have understood. It's not that you will forget it over a period of time. So how you should do that? It should go inside you. It should penetrate inside you. And by doing so, all the things, even if you see, okay, I have understood it at the level of my intellect, but yet if there's all the other things such as krodha, such as anger, such as different sansara vasanas, such as different cravings, that thing comes into picture, no, because of that it is not firmly established. It doesn't stay there. It happens to lose that control again and again. Why it happens? He says that Vashishtha Muni says that it is because of the half knowledge. No, it is because they will say the adha adhura knowledge, it's very dangerous. No, the half knowledge is very dangerous. So like that, the one who says that, the one who has not really understood what that Atman is, what that thing, and if they got caught up into the concept of it, somebody has experienced something and they try to put it in word that is very partial in nature, and somebody has destroyed description. By reading those description, if you really got up into that concept in your mind, that point of time, really that etc., all this related to this creation, related to this swarup, if you got across any concept in your mind, all that it will just produce is that impossible, that viparita bhavana, that's something which is not there, that thing, and it will create so many different types of doshas. It will just create that thing, and because of it will create doubts, and because of that, until you don't remove your doubt, etc., you will not be able to establish yourself into the knowledge. So like that, if you see that individual consciousness, if you really think it about yourself, that point of time, one has to really do abhyasa, and then also experience that thing, that principle, that thing, experience that thing. And if you really reject that, or just take it, that thing, reject that in from a perspective, oh, what is it, this useful or all that, if that thing happens and you leave it behind, then that knowledge will not be able to help you. So while you put an effort, that point of time, this is very difficult, this is something which I will not be able to get. If you look at that, oh, this is so complex, I am not really understanding. If you leave it behind, then you will not be able to, never be able to complete that. So, but the one who does this icha, that okay, I will put my effort, come what may, I'll approach to the people who have gone through it, I will listen to them, I will ask questions, I will get my doubts clarified, I'll continue to put effort till my last breath. I will read this continuously, irrespective of how many times I have read it earlier. I'll continue to speak about it, I'll continue to contemplate. Punaha, again and again, I'll continue to do this, and I will not drop this from mind. And if you really have such a icha, such kamna, such intention to be free, that point of time you will be able to make yourself free from this world, this universe. That is what will there, and then you will understand. Once you start growing things, you will start understanding the limitations of the Shastra, limitations of your Panchendriya to experience this world. And then once you start going from outside to inside, that inside you will be able to see. But however, that will happen unless and until you continue to do the Shastra Abhyasa. No, that peace of mind, unless until you experience that peace of mind, experience that sukha, no, till that point time you will continue to get stuck into this akhanda nirlepa sukha prapti, that atma jnana, unless until you realize that self-realization. Till that point, the way the soldier, he goes into the yuddha, into the war situation, and how they fight, like that you continue to fight in this bhulaka, in this ihaloka bhulaka, continue to, the way you earn money, how do you fight for that, like that, till the point of time, even there is a death in the paraloka, that Swarga, Lakshmi Prapti, that there it is like that only continue to put effort, by doing the self-study, by doing the abhyasa, that mukti, that moksha, definitely you will experience in your life. So if you look at from the perspective of this mind, this is continuously flowing, this mind, it's like the river that is flowing, like that, the viveka and aviveka, this both the things, it will come into your life. You hold on to that viveka and remove that aviveka from your life. Don't spend your time which will pull you down. No, nirarthak, something which is not worth, something which is that gossip, leave it behind and you focus yourself into that indriya. Do that pratibandha, drop that, put a nirodha, put an obstacle in there, like that you continue to make yourself establish into yourself. Rama, this manonodi, this mind and the chattering mind, the flow of that is continuously in nature, and that point of time to make that shift of that which is going towards outward tendencies, to bring it back to the adhyatma, to bring it back to the shastras, to bring it back towards spirituality, is really worth doing that, and that is anubhava siddha. That is what is one has to really doing that, etc. So if you see till this point of time, other than viveka, there is no uttam sadhana. There is nothing else. That viveka, that pragya, that power of discrimination, that what is real, what is not real, that is permanent, what is not, what is impermanent. If you, that viveka that dawns, then you are able to really live. Other than that, there is no other good path for this. So he says that continue to do this paramodha, from listening to shastras, from listening to the people, reading the shastras, etc., etc. While doing so, go into that self-realization. Automatically, you will experience. Automatically, the other things will drop. Automatically, from the samsara and its outgoing tendencies, it will drop like that. And Rama, just like if there is a boon or there is a curse, etc., etc. If somebody want to get and go through the fruit of that, it takes time. Like this tattva dhyana, like it doesn't take so much of time. It doesn't take so much of time for one to realize this. No, he said that in this sansar bandi maya, mahamari, this upashan is what is really worth doing. So you continue to put your effort in this. Like this only, by putting all these efforts only, you will be able to say. So here Vaashishtha Muni is raising in hand and he is saying to all the peoples, aho janaho, all the people, all the gentlemen, why do you get into this situation in your life where you feel that there is somebody is insulting you? Why do you feel in your life that you are getting entangled with things? Like that you make yourself free from your kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, matsara, your greed, your entanglement, your anger, all these things, which is the outgoing tendencies of your mind, which is making you stuck into this samsara. Can't you see that you use that through the viveka, you use that power of discrimination, you hold on to it. You hold on to that viveka, that is what will make you tatastha, that will make you stable in the situation of this. Aho janaho, you really see from all such things that happens in front of you, you see it from the alipta drishti, from the perspective of that ultimate observer. That is what will help you. Other than that, other things will not really be able to help you. If you look at it from the perspective of Atma-bodha, unless until that Atma-bodha is not, you do not get in your life, till that point of time, you continue to do remove this nitya klesha, this everyday suffering, you remove it from you, then you continuously do that, continuously think in your mind that I am that thing, I am Daya Buddhi, I have them. Like at least towards look at me, how much of effort I am putting to make you understand this thing. Can't you see that effort? You continues to listen to this, that at least have that, you at least have some Daya Buddhi, at least have some compassion towards the so much of effort that is been put towards just to make one understand that Atma Jnana, to make one understand that self-realization. Sankuchit Bhava, that narrow-mindedness, that I am this body, I am this consciousness, the small thing consciousness. Leave that behind and get into the supreme consciousness. You really get into, like this you pray, like this you itcha. If you want to do that craving, crave for these things. If you say that why it is so important, why it is so important to now, what is so hurry in that? If you really think this, when I get time, when I go into, when I become old, that point of time, if you see, that point of time you see this, I will do this, that point of time I'll achieve this knowledge. But believe me that this time is flowing through. There is no guarantee of your life. Any moment that kala, any moment that death can come, just open your eyes and see outside, the people are just leaving this body just like that. Can't you see that Maranarupi apatti, when it will come to you, you have no idea. Any point of time that death can come and it can help you open your eyes and look at this. It is in this such a sthiti, if that sthiti come to you, what will you do? Will you have enough time to do such practices? He says, drop that. This Yog Vaashishtha is the Anupama Grantha. This is the source of that Atma Jnana. This is the source of that. There is no other scripture like this. You will find that something who is wanting to get an oil, that they really focus on that. Other than that, if you will need to go to the system which will give you oil. If you start looking at other things, will that give you that oil? It will not give you. If you really continue to entangle into the outward going activities, it will not fetch you anything. You really, really drop all these things and listen to the kind words which I have been putting so much effort in one thing. And there are people who are really still in doubt, and they will do the matsara, and they will create the doubts in all these things. Really, Rama, if somebody really creates a doubts in their mind, what is there, really, really, you leave them behind. Do not be in a company of such people like that. You really don't see. You go into the, if they doubt on why should we study this scripture, why should we do this practice, why should we that, so like that, if Rama, somebody puts the question, there is only simple answer to them, is that this sakshatkara, this thing parivasana, if it is not there, if that kartapan bhav, if it is not removed, that this, getting into this knowledge is really, really difficult for them. If they do not understand this fact, then they will really will not be able to understand this. Like that, such people, you really look at them from the Daya Buddhi, Karuna Buddhi, and you leave behind. Don't sit in, don't even sit in company of such people, leave them behind, don't even argue with them. Get into the people who really have that seeker, that param hita chinta, go with them. This is the thing, Rama, that is worth doing in life. You go and be in the company of such people who are continuously walking on this path. Other than that, there is no other way. Do not get entangled into any such vishayas which are really getting you outside, and the one which is not creating that dispassion in you. But until your that vasana, that cravings have dropped out of you, there is no other way to be into Atmagana. So with this, we are completing our 101st chapter. We'll continue with our session tomorrow also. Jai Gurudev.